write with respect and deep concern about the challenges families in Ghana face when bereavement intersects with cross-border marriages, cultural expectations, and modern legal systems. Mr. President, recent public events involving a high-profile family have revealed significant gaps in how families are supported when civil documentation, customary practices, and judicial processes collide. While I fully respect the independence of the court, the uncertainty experienced by bereaved spouses and children raises wider humanitarian and administrative concerns. Mr. President, this matter has demonstrated how the absence of clear guidance on death certification, recognition of foreign marriages, and inheritance procedures can leave families confused, distressed, and vulnerable at the most painful moments of their lives. Mr. President, as head of state and government, your role in upholding the Constitution, strengthening public confidence, and ensuring institutions operate transparency is deeply valued. In this regard, in these 4 areas. 1, Mr. President, encourage clear public guidance from relevant ministers on procedures for death certification, recognition of foreign marriages, and inheritance processes. 2, Mr. President, direct the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General's Department to review whether current legal frameworks adequately protect surviving spouses and children, particularly where marriages and families span different countries and legal systems. 3, supporting legislative or policy reform where systematic gaps are identified. Mr. President, you need to promote public reassurance that reinforces due processes while recognizing the emotional and social impact such situations have on families. Mr. President, this appeal is made in the spirit of strengthening trust in Ghana's institutions and ensuring that families navigating grief are treated with dignity, clarity, and fairness. Thank you for your time and service to the nation. However, Mr. President, I trust that under your leadership, Ghana will continue to uphold compassion, transparency, and justice. Nana, when you did the attempt, when you who ha, when you say, when you majuma wo ye into the year, I ensure that there's a level of respect and logic, common sense, and call the all my address it the nation po. When I call on tro, winning, anka onko the social media crampo. Nanka odio onko jabibu ento ho. No be who say, hey, Mr. President, then a near who what you and he's actively doing something. Instead, he has made the choice to ignore. Instead, he has made the decision to turn a blind eye. I just said, dear, well, what to say? Ye kwa kukubi. No one done any until you own who you are equally the murderer. And you know.
All right, mommy.
Nana Fisher, but before Mrs. K goes, no, can I ask you a question? I was thinking, sir, let's know what show. No, would it be the best way to maybe include it with the petition to the president? No, maybe I think if we include the letter with the petition and a lot of people sign, I think it will be more powerful. What do you think?
I've sent it to a few people. I don't care where this goes. I just need it to go. Yeah. Like suggestions is great. I just feel like it needs to be sent. He needs to know and start to feel say people are waiting on him to somehow make a response. He has to. To me, and the reason why is also America say I'm gonna hold him accountable. Say he has to say. About 2 weeks ago, there was some shooting BSC or Sydney Bondi Beach. Yes, comparing those two is quite huge. However, there was the public fear of returning back to beaches, period, any type of beaches. And people went up on social media, Obia, Ekikem, say, Esa Bani Yehu Bibi, Bani Yehu Bibi. If the Prime Minister could easily say, somewhere there, somewhere here, so go back to the beach. I don't know, BIA or whatever. But he saw the need for him to address the nation, and he did. He referenced the shooting and said that on the so Biabe said they can no longer return to the beach. Like this is where Nana you were saying say no you who major issues as bibia and who here say and we yamane kwa to the point say na for the asay kra na jigon kra. And the most annoying thing that keeps on coming to my mind is say koma kikema tetima CNTS pushi. Nanka reform be etinya through your actions. Omo that shit hole no omo babe enjoy. That is the most annoying thing of it all. Because nkomo ye no nkomo susu timichi to say, oh, okay, be grandpa, I support it be the family systems no, but other aspects in the immediate okay, and the mu ye be support to monye ye wom ye who say shit in your team. It musoma who say shit in your team there. How do we get out of that shithole? Naka obian kano no humbom. And I compare this to things like the slave trade, the women's movement, Black Lives Matters. It just happens that a group of people had enough and resisted the whole oppressive actions. And again, if we are becoming resistant to what is common now, it does not mean say that be the attempt the only time you become triggered by that is when you know say the way no enye. Now see again, the comparisons I always have in my mind say, Mimi Tuwe, the Pelimubi catcher me say, Miss K, the sky is black. Let me believe you. Maybe I'll say, how did you get to the conclusion that the sky is black? Because when the last time I checked and I'm looking right now, the sky looks blue. Me jin tum pefe say or say the sky is black and say okay, the major tum just because say oh ye penimu, just because say Rosika. And that's a lot of the stuff that we see in Ghana. Penimu biaka say or sofu biaka, politician biaka, sofu mami biaka, busa penny biaka say yes no questions asked. Yeah, boy, trinko. Okay, no questions asked, and we keep moving. Abra yes, see him say we yanko pomboy no or the adrian to ye trim say yen yusu yen booster yen try to reason, yen try to ask questions, critical thinking. Mrs. Howard, I pop it up so much through this whole Lumba saga. And so a bit to me kind of it just runs out of their mouth and they don't use it, they don't apply it. Maybe because I can't make a mammy theatre. And I sometimes meet me and they want to be some family to compare them. It's too much. But to the end of the day, we will keep going. See, I'll DM you to see if I can get your number and I'll push this letter to you. Whatever you guys think is best for us to use, let's just do it because hard.
All right, but that's it.
Right.
Mommy.
Okay, Nana, thank you. Official Panso. Nyamia sasa wa maonkwana wa mawahodia ode continue with my part. Me pacho kweku menu the same way I think say
test ana wo Ghana a o mu fie wo fi mu ba no sika wo mu Before, music wasn't paying. Radio presenting, it doesn't pay. So esikafo emma omumma enkoye sa adwuma no. So hiafo na ma ana sa adwuma no. So guess what? Oni pako no ye presenter no onu ne maami ni fie oni papa nsi fie. It is a assemba enipa obetwa ne ka no ana obekasa on their behalf. I hope you are following me. You see the way the world is no. So when you are fighting a cause, when you are fighting a cause, you have to understand the dynamics of the country you are in and why people do what they do. So one you will never know how to fight them. As some American said, Ghana is a country nokra is validated by money. Ghana is a country nokra is validated by money. Asama make an won tiasia de me pesa me kire wase ne say uno obi wo problem na wo na wo di nokra wo na wo ka nokra na wo antue sika you will lose. Because enipa na o gina ho o decide say we no cre we tro no say nipa no o pefia kusi say nipa no o side chicks say nipa no o live extravagant life o here sika. If you think say you are going to tell the truth and win a case in Ghana or anything no, in Ghana no, if you want your case to it's by money. Get yen kano kre ewo Ghana how. Sometimes you go to the police station, report a case. Policeman no ebe gaso, yen kwachi ni pano. Yen kwachi ni pani wia. Adi ebe china policeman na bro. Asem way, o di court we ebecho. So what he is going to do, that's the mistake our foreigners normally make in Ghana. When they come to Ghana, I know omo refi omo dwen say omo da so abochiri. They try to I'm right, yeah, the highest bidder, Evans, I see you. So in this country, even when you are telling the truth, I'm patrol. So I'm bribery there, and then that means you don't want to win the case. Oh yes, do what. And yes, Sandy Panel, they have family issues, so they have things to sort out too. We are living in Ghana. I am paying for me to talk. If you edit your side chicks, why Anna Onyesika the legit way are Obeto fees or the man side chick? I'm asking you, why Ananya Sika the legit way are? Or best ever first cannot that top Benz. I'm on a side chick. No, that two way. No, I rent an apartment do $5. Why and make this? Yeah, that's because in this country, no, they have ways out when you make this car. So when you are dealing with individuals in Ghana, you have to be very careful. You have to understand the terrain. You have to understand how the people operate in this country. You have to understand their mentality. Why yen sa de biara on sabesi form udi ben pounds no di for integrity eya de bia ye before mema yen tiase be bring anti integrity ase. If you are someone who cheats on your wife, you are not a man of integrity. leaders are. We don't choose leaders based on their character. You choose leaders based on popularity and how much the person is willing to pay. And Kenya Sama, what be now Esedin? Mama Akosua abeda team legal wife